Yes. Let me take this down. Finish that story. Let's see, what's the next story that we are talking about? Oh, we're still in the cookie area, okay? We just talked about Famous Amos cookies. Y'all, give me some of y'all favorite cookie flavors. What are some of y'all favorite cookie flavors? Please put them in the comments. Y'all over on TikTok, y'all give me some hearts now. Don't be stingy. All right, let others know about me over there on TikTok. But for those of you watching, if you're able to, if you're driving, please keep your hands on the wheel. Give me your favorite flavor of cookies, because we have another cookie story. My favorite cookie flavors, I like chocolate chip, I like oatmeal, raisin. That's about it. Yeah, those are pretty much the only two. Round Nooner said she likes chocolate. Okay, chocolate cookies or chocolate chip cookies? What kind of cookies? Oatmeal, raisin, raspberry cheesecake cookies. I don't think I've ever had that, but that sounds delicious. Okay, so while we talk about cookies, not just because I want some cookies, but because there's a lot of buzz happening in the cookie world. So there is a popular cookie company called Dirty Dough. Dirty Dough, right? They have it at Subway. Okay. This company, Dirty Dough, there was an event called the Utah Cookie Wars, and I guess they won. And they started a business called Dirty Dough. This company is now in hot water because they have not paid their bills. They got creditors, meaning, if you don't pay your lights, if you don't pay the gas bill, the heating bill, the whatever bills you have, they weren't paying their bills, right? And because they weren't paying their bills, they now have a lot of debt. They have $1.5 million of debt. All right. So, because they have all this debt, the creditors are coming after their trademarks. So this cookie company called Dirty Dough, they went through the process of trademarking the name Dirty Dough for their business. They're making money with it. And because they were on this show, are you kidding me? Utah Cookie Wars, their popularity exploded. People, they made a lot of money. Well, maybe they didn't make a lot of money. Anyway, their popularity exploded somewhere along the line. Think about what type of bills do you need if you are a cookie company. You have to pay your rent for the place that you are renting or the industrial kitchen you are using. You have to pay for electricity, unless that's included in your rent. If you have employees, you have to pay taxes. If you need supplies, you may buy those on credit. They may have bought a lot of things on credit and have credit card debt. They may not have paid their state taxes. So there's a lot of things that could amount to that debt, right? So because they have this $1.5 million debt, yes, the creditors are looking to take their intellectual property. They're like, give me that Dirty Dough trademark, because that trademark is worth money, right? So think about if I'm trying to think of a famous logo. Think about if Starbucks fell into debt. Let's just say Starbucks fell into debt for $10 billion, and they're like, you know what? To satisfy this $10 billion debt, we're going to take your Starbucks logo. What do you think that would do to Starbucks business? Because that would mean that Starbucks could no longer use that logo to sell their coffee. So how would that affect Starbucks? And think about, how is this going to affect Dirty Dough if they take their trademark? Does anybody have any ideas? Think about if Starbucks lost that logo and was no longer able to advertise themselves as Starbucks, right? There is a lot of goodwill. There's a lot of trust. There's a lot of consumer Consumer comfort with brands. That's why people like to go to their favorite brands. You know, that's why people are brand specific and brand loyal, because they expect a certain amount of quality. So if you have built your business up to where your trademark, your logo, your name, your intellectual property has built up all of this goodwill, that is worth money. And someone can take it from you. Okay? So you want to be careful out here. Yes, when you get your trademark, it is kind of, it's not necessarily something you can touch, but it is something that you can buy and take from someone. All right? Okay.